Hello guys, again. So the previous tutorial was about a Java Spring Boot application that printed Hello World. Pretty good. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you about how to create entities. So the first question that you might ask is, what the fuck is an entity? So an entity is something in the Spring Boot context is something like an entity in real life. So an entity can be mapped into different things. You can have an entity, so it can be mapped into your database, and you can have an entity that it can be mapped in your HTTP requests. So, for example, imagine that you want to do a voting app, and you want to submit a new poll. Where you have the name, the owner, maybe the options, and you need to submit this to make an HTTP request to the backend so it can be saved on database. So what will happen is that you make your HTTP requests, and in your request body you can send a JSON that represents that object. So the Spring Boot magic is that JSON that you will send will be automatically converted to a Java object this is your entity. Then you can grab that entity and insert it right away in your database. So you can insert it without even making a query. So Spring Boot will be smart enough to know which columns you want to create, which table do you want to create. So this is really powerful and really easy, so you can make anything. So we should start making our entity. So it's pretty straightforward. So you can create maybe a class called poll. Okay, it's a nice name. Maybe we should wait a second. Maybe we should create new package voting.entities. Okay, why not? So you can have this organized, and the poll will be right here. Okay. Okay, now we have our poll. Now we have our poll right here. So what can you have in the poll class? So this will, don't forget, this will represent your entity in the real world. So you can have a public, maybe string. You can have an ID. Okay, so you can insert this on your database. Why not? You can have a public string. You can have a owner name. So this poll belongs to someone. You can have a public string. Okay, of course you can have a poll name. Maybe it's just name. Why not? And you need to and you'll need something to map. You'll need something to map all your votings. So maybe you'll need something called maybe a Nash map of string. Why not? Which is mapped string integer, where you map an option that is a string with number of votes that it actually has. It can be the options, your options. Okay. So we now can have a constructor. So I think we can generate it with Eclipse. source generate constructor using fields. We can use, we don't need ID because further we'll know that it will be automatically generated on database. So okay, let me check this something here. Map string integer. Okay, we didn't import this, so we can import map. It's map Java util. Sorry, yeah, key value. Okay. Okay, so we have a map, we have a public poll. All right, we can just for purposes of debugging, we can source generate. Okay, generate the string. Will it do this automatically? All right. Oh, nice, nice. Poll ID, owner name, owner. Okay. And options maybe, I don't know if you need this, but anyways. So yeah. So okay, we have our entity. Now, really quick, what we can do is just, I'll teach you this in next tutorial, but we can have auto wired, and we can just inject the dependency that we need in this case in our voting web app application class. So we can do this poll. In fact, we don't need this for now. So we can create a poll here. So poll is equal to new poll. Okay. You need just owner name, and the map. So owner name, it could be me. Poll name, decide where you want to go. And we can have a map. So maybe we can have a map string integer options. It's equal to a new hash. We can create an hash map, the implementation of map, why not? Which will have the string and the integer. All right, and we can have options dot put restaurant and value. Of course, maybe we can set this with 0. Then we just can copy and paste it because I'm lazy. Restaurant bar disco, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe. Okay, and we can pass this to this options right here. Okay, maybe. So just need to import this. So is poll y. Okay, let's import hash map. What's happening with poll? Okay, this is poll that we need. Okay, this is imported. String, what we need to import? No. String. Hash map. Oh, sorry. My mistake right here. Okay. Okay, so now we can say system out print line Paul. No, sorry, Paul. Okay, let's run the application. Let's compile it and run it. Okay, we have this ID is null, of course. We know that it's null because it's not on the constructor. Owner name, name, and the options. Restaurant has 0 votes, bar 2 votes, disco 3 votes. Okay, this is, you can think this is nothing. Okay, this is nothing special. But in the next tutorial, we'll be able to save all these entities that we can create and save them in a MongoDB database. So I hope you stick with me. This is just the beginning. Drop a like if you like the video. Drop a dislike if you didn't like it. All the description, all that you might need, it's on the video description. Goodbye, and as always, stay awesome, my friends.